talk about the positive, but I like whenever I talk to people, I always want to know what are the struggles and what are the issues because it's not just, glitter everywhere. There are some issues, there are some difficulties. So what are the difficulties that you've encountered, especially like with teaching and maybe dealing with the younger generation, or what are like the issues and the challenges, some of the challenges that you face, and do you have like a juicy story?
A juicy story. Okay. Well, if you're talking about um, uh, challenges as an educator, I just I just find for me that there's just certain things that are fundamental, you know. Um, if you're here in this
Institution.
institution, um, specifically in jazz vocal, there's a certain question that I always ask. It's like, why?
Mm.
And when I'm not able to get a straight answer, I kind of question it
Mm.
because there's a tendency for, say, for instance, in my past experience doing um, classes at home, there would be certain, say, classical uh, singers that want to sing pop. And it's like, okay, but why?
Mm.
And you have to be able to articulate that in a way that makes it sound sincere. Because if it's just because it's popular and you're going to get airplay and you're going to get notoriety and you get like you have to think about the reasons why. If it's because you want to just do something else because you're kind of disillusioned of where you are, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Out of curiosity, okay, try it.
Yeah.
But if you have a specific plan, it's like, okay, well, I don't want to do this. I want to be a pop singer now. Though I want to, like I want to do that, Mariah Carey whistle notes and stuff like that. It's like, no, 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 no. We have to begin to understand, why you went into classical music to begin with,
Mm-hmm.
and why did you stay there so long, and all of a sudden decide to switch up.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's important to really know what feels good.
Mm.
So if you tried something and it didn't work and you want to try, something else right away, cool. I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were in it for the long haul and all of a sudden at 40 years old you want to switch up, it's like, hold up.
Yeah.
Because classical and jazz, they can go together in specific, like Porgy and Bess and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, we're on that wavelength. But sometimes it could be really, really a drastic, change from classical to pop. That's a big jump.
Yeah, it is.
Sure. So that's why it's a challenge to try to, make that person understand that, if that's the goal, it's going to take a minute.
Mm.
It took that long to get where you are classically because it's very structured,
Mm-hmm.
And, going from classical to jazz is just so wide open,
Yeah.
and you don't have those chains on you anymore. You don't have to like, sing it note for note. It's like, no, you really are free to do whatever you want. But that's the problem, is that when you've been in that rigidity for that long, it's hard to kind of open up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a process.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be patient with it. And sometimes when you're at a certain age, you don't have that much patience. Just saying. So it has to be, the beginning of this relationship of an understanding of, okay, we have to be realistic with our goals,
Mm-hmm.
but it's always good to try new stuff. But you have to be patient with it.
Mm-hmm.
And for some, it's hard. Sometimes you come with news that people aren't ready to hear.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to hear no. They don't want to hear it's going to take a while. They want no. It's like no.
Yeah.
No, it's not a button you push. It's not. It's not a pill you take. No. It's gonna take a minute, and you have to be in it to win it.
Yeah.
You have to want it.
Really
How bad you want it, and if you want it that bad, you gotta be able to put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's the hardest part for me, I
think. I can't.
All right. But you want like a crescendo and decrescendo. Can you do it again? Okay.
Yeah.
Grab your hat, leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet on the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter-pat?
Because like I said, we always talk about the good part. We always talk about the people that made it already, but we don't talk about the struggles and how long it took and the work that you put in. And we don't, talk about everything that you had to go through to get there. Because you didn't switch a button and become the Kim Richardson.
No, I was like, doing like, wedding band gigs and stuff, singing "I Will Survive" like a gazillion times, and just maybe stuff that you didn't really want to be doing for the long haul, but you say, okay, well, it's still music. It's maybe not the tunes I want to sing necessarily, but it's better than sitting at a desk and saying, est-ce que je peux vous aider?
Yeah.
So this is the choice that I made was like, okay, there's compromises to be made, just to be able to, get food on the table and the bills paid.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. So, looking back, like what are some of the most valuable lessons that you've learned, like both professionally and personally?
Personally, it's about balance. I struggle with that still to this day. That's the ultimate goal. That balance makes for everybody to be happy. And when there's imbalance, somebody's going to win out and somebody's going to lose out. Mm-hmm. And that's always been very hard for me because I'm really passionate about what I do. But I also have to be, willing to say, okay, I need to take a break. I need to be with my family and just, do, mom and grandma stuff. And professionally, keep your eyes and ears open. I don't care how long you've been in the business, there's always something to learn. Mm-hmm. You can never stop learning in anything you do, but especially in music. Mm. Because, it's transforming, there's new stuff, they've added more technology here and there, so you really have to, be aware and be willing to, evolve with it.
Yeah.
And that's the best advice that I can give, just to really, be willing to up your game.
Yeah.
To say, I don't know everything. Mm. I'd like to, just check to see what this new stuff is all about. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I've learned to fall flat on my face a lot while I was here. So, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get up and you do it all over again because it's what you love.
That's right.
Yeah, love that. Um, yeah, you talked about balance. So, how has your relationship with music changed now that you're a teacher? Well, that you're teaching more, or has it changed?
No, hasn't changed at all. I think my wanting to bring my students into my world as, you know, a performer, as a singer, I think I'm very passionate about that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which is the idea of doing, you know, the jam session at the Jazz Zones and everything like that, and encouraging, you know, anyone and everyone to just come in and express themselves vocally.
Yeah.
You know, to have that freedom to, you know, be on a stage with, you know, great musicians and just having that support behind you, so you can just let yourself go, let yourself be free to do what it is that you love to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are some great musicians that you work with that you feel? I want to say that you feel are worth mentioning, but I don't know. I don't want you to get in trouble with anybody.
I mean, the list is long. The list is so long. You know, you got another hour. I mean, come on. That's a tough question, Ruth. You know, I can.
One of them.
I mean, you know, I can say one of the first musicians that I worked with when I got here, Jim Hillman. He was instrumental in me getting into contemporary jazz. Nice. Which I'd never tried before in my life.
Okay.
You know, because when you listen to it, it's, you know, it's not straight ahead. You know, it's a little bit out there. Yeah. And I really appreciated the challenge of being in his group, the Merlin Factor, and it allowed me to have 2 Juno nominations and 1 win.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is why at the beginning you said 2 Juno awards, but I actually won 3.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna correct that.
Yeah. So,
you know.
2 as a solo artist, and the 3rd one as a member of the Merlin Factor.
Nice.
Yes.
Congratulations. You deserve that.
Thank
All
you.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I do want to ask like a couple of questions. Like, what advice would you give young aspiring artists today? That are just starting their journey as a singer?
Immerse yourself in as much. I mean, there's so much out there thanks to, you know, YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Yeah. Just really listen to the greats, you know, and we all know who they are, you know. So if it's like vocally, obviously, you know, listen to, you know, the Ellas, the Sarahs, the Franks, you know, I mean, name it, right? And not only that, but just branch out, you know, and just try to listen to a little bit of everything, just to know, you know, that there's no limits at all. Yeah. You know, I personally love everything. You know, I listen to rock. I listen to, you know, the rap. I listen to the jazz, the rock, the pop, the you know, name it. Yeah. You know, a little bit of country, just a little bit. But it's all there. It's all there, and I can always, you know, be inspired by a little something in there to really hone your craft. It's really good to know what came before you. So therefore, everything that comes after, you know, you can kind of impart your contribution to that. Yeah. And then, you know, the next generation, they'll be listening to your stuff, and, you know, and so on and so on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Nice. And then another question, like I know it could be like a little bit of a hard one. We talked about it a little bit before, but like, how's it been being one of the only Black women in a predominantly white male industry, especially in Quebec? But in Canada in general. I know you're not the only one in Canada, but in Quebec, I personally feel that you are the only one. But
I have a hard time with that because, you know, for me, I'm not trying to be a trailblazer. You know, I'm out there. I'm just doing what I love to do.
mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not trying to make any political statements. I'm not trying to say, well, you know, like, you know, I'm the number one, you know, like black chick here and all this. It's never kind of been that for me. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be doing what I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to share that, you know, with whoever happens to be there. I mean, you know, if it's TV, you know, having a moment of you know, it's a little bit more structured on TV, so, you know, you go within the parameters that they're giving you, but just making every experience just the best
Mm-hmm.
that you can, you know, that you can give it. I am always very appreciative of the love that this province has given me.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't easy coming here and not speaking a word of French and the whole 9 yards, and, you know, them like saying all this stuff and, oh yeah, that's great, it's great. And it's like, it doesn't compute. It doesn't compute. I'm sorry. I have this glazed look on my face, but I just thank you, merci, 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 and that was it. You know, and it took a long time to, you know, to acclimatize and learn the language and be understood, and to understand what was the conversation going on around me, and being able to just take that and actually sing in French and enjoy singing in French and enjoy everybody's reactions, like, wow, this is a chick from Toronto and she really like sings really good French. It's like, wow, this is cool.
Yeah.
It's a proud moment, because for me that says thank you for giving me this gift, because it's a gift.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
a second language is bettering myself at the end of the day. Yeah. That's not a punishment. This is an embellishment.
Mm-hmm.
So I've, you know, opened up my world that much more. That door is like open wide now.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, when I first got here, it was like open a crack, because, you know, everything was phonetic. You know, I was like, okay, I'll just sing what I think I hear and hope it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I'm really grateful to, you know, just all the singers that I've worked with, you know, as a backup singer and as a lead singer, the musicians, you know, in whatever genre. It's been a really fantastic ride, and it's only made me a better singer because of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Last couple of questions. This is an important one for me. How would you like to be remembered?
Oh la 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 la.
I know.
I don't know, the crazy lady on the mic. I don't know.
You are the crazy lady on the mic.
You know,
when you do your shows and their songs, I'm like, girl.
I just get into silly mode, because to take myself too seriously just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't ring true. You know, I like to be, you know, an entertainer in every sense of the word. And, you know, if I say silly stuff and people start to laugh, then great. I think this just makes for a better show. Can't do it in every show, mind you, but in that particular scenario, it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like, you know, my little living room, and I'm just like, hi, I'm just, you know, being a little goofball. But, you know, how I wanted to, well, you know, to my kids, obviously, you know, mom, grandma, But, you know, friend, you know, loving, passionate, and just really respecting, you know, the art, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say, you know. You know, to me, I'm not ready to go anywhere anytime soon. So like, to even answer that question, it's like I'm not there yet. Do I really have to think about that right now? I have no idea.
You don't. You're good. You're fine.
Yeah, good. Phew.
All right. So, if you could speak to your younger self, what advice or encouragement would you give her?
Wait for the right time for you. Don't be pushed into something because it sounds good at the time. You know, there's a reason why I say that. But yeah, you know, I signed a contract with a record company and I was not ready for it. You know, I was way too young. Just, you know, not enough life experience to really know how to handle it. And you know, quite frankly, I squandered it. I did. You know, I would just, out of fright, out of just not really knowing how to proceed and who to be, because I wasn't quite sure who I was at the time, so I wasn't ready. But I went for it anyway, and you know, didn't work out because I didn't listen to my inner self that just said, no, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
So just wait for the right time for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So last one.
Oh, okay. Drum roll, please.
What's in the future for Kim? So what's Kim doing right now? What are the main things, like what's the projects? What?
Well, I've been on tour with Bruno Pelletier on his 25th anniversary of his album Miserere since February of 2024, and we're going through until early 2025. After that, I'm jumping ship and I'm going on tour with a show called Elle, Pluriel, with Luce Tufo and Lulu Hughes. We already have 60-something dates booked.
Nice.
In 2025 and 2026. And somewhere in there, I want to kind of, you know, at least do like a single or like an EP or something like that. Just kind of like, you know, this is me, because I'm approaching a big number.
Oh, nice.
So maybe for that big number, I'm going to, like, you know, celebrate.
I'm available if you want. I'm just saying.
Heard. Yes. So noted. But yeah, I think that would probably be the ultimate goal. Yeah. I've been trying to do it for a while now, and you know, time's ticking. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, I have to.
You gotta make time for it.
Yeah. And learning how to play guitar.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have to sacrifice these puppies, but I think it'd be worth it. Yeah. I think just, you know, I tried piano and it just wasn't a good fit for me, and for obvious reasons, you know, I can't always be at home and don't want to be carrying this thing around to practice everywhere I go. But with the guitar, at least I can strap it on and, you know, be in the hotel room on tour or something like that. So maybe, who knows?
We'll see.
We'll see. À suivre.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I really want to thank you for taking the time to spend your time with me. I know you're so busy, like right now.
Yes,
I know you gotta
am.
Go. So it meant a lot to me that you took the time to sit with me, and
of course,
I can't wait to see how, you know, the final result. But I can't wait to see like where Kim goes as well. Like I said, you're my hero. I had no clue. Like, truthfully, honestly, I grew up in the gospel, so I didn't really know. But when I saw you and I met you for the first time, I was like, wow, this is going to be for life for me. So I meant it when I said that you were my friend in the beginning. And, you know, it means so, so much to me that you're here and that you took the time for me. And I can't wait to see where you go. And I wish you so much luck in the future. And like I said, please don't forget me. Remember the little
I can't wait to see where you go. Because that to me, you know, is inspiration for me too.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm excited. But you're gonna be aware, don't worry.
Okay.
I will
That's
let
good.
you know.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, well thank you so much.
Thank you,
Hope
Ruth.
you have a wonderful day, and thank you for everybody who took the time to watch and to come and, you know, take the time. This is all about Kim, and obviously she makes it about everybody else. But she also makes great cheesecake. I'm just saying. She makes great cheesecake. Come to Diazons. She has a show there on Sundays if you want to sing. I sang there. I plan on going back again. And yeah, she's doing Bruno Pelletier. She has a lot of stuff going on. So if you didn't know Kim, now you know.